The recession is a scary thing right now. It has a lot of us reptile breeders asking ourselves, how do we survive it? Well, today, I just want to talk about my thoughts on the recession and how we could prep for it. All right, let's go for a walk. You know, a lot of us started out breeding as just a passion, and for some of us, it turned into a side hustle. But for some of us, it turned into a business. For me, I was able to put $40,000 down on a house because of reptiles. So I would say it's a business for me at this point. And with every business, there's always going to be ups and downs. And right now, the recession is definitely trending towards the down times. Let's post up here for a minute. And as for sales, it's really going to slow down a lot. Like, there are going to still be some people buying a pet, but they're just not really going to be buying it that much. Can't blame them with how everything's inflating. So everyone's really just going to be penny pinching at this time, including myself. And for the people that are breeding quite a bit, I think you should really cut it down to about half. That's what I plan on doing. Even though my business is actually a living income at this time, it's probably going to just turn more into a side hustle with how the economy is going. And for the people that are breeding on a big scale, just imagine if you were breeding all these animals and you couldn't find them new homes. To me, I would consider that irresponsible reptile breeding at these times. Yeah, times are harder, and I think US ARC would appreciate us being responsible breeders. And yeah, it may suck to hear something like that because reptiles is like our primary income. It is for me, but like, you know, if 2020 has taught us anything, that there's no such thing as a reliable income anymore. And you know, a wise man once told me that every man should have at least 3 incomes. And he's right. But in my mindset, I believe that we should have 15. That's what I want. Like, I don't care if it's $30 a month, I want it. And you know, I think right now is a really good time to try to find other sources of income. And as for me, I'm taking up some freelancing work right now. Some people have actually been coming up to me asking me to do some videography work for their promotional business. So just keep in mind that right now is a good time to try to look for another income. And you know, I think this recession can be actually a good thing for the hobby. I know, wait, hear me out first. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of people that actually just get into reptiles just for the money. And you know, those are really the bad apples actually in this hobby. Those are the kind of people that would actually screw people over and just turn a bad lead for everyone and ruin the first time comers' experience getting in. And you know, it's really up to us to make it a good experience for the first timer. I mean, we do want this hobby to grow, right? And as for the passionate breeders, I really believe that they're going to be the ones who actually stay in the hobby. But let's be honest, in times like this, you got to have a little bit more than passion. You actually got to be smart with your investments. Brr, it's cold as hell, dude. Let's go back to my house. Much better now. Now, where were we? Oh yeah, investments. As for that, you really want to start honing in on your middle upper end projects, especially with the most commonly bred morphs, let's say like crested geckos or the ball pythons. You don't want to be just breeding normals or the $200 morphs. And as for an example, I actually started investing into hognose snakes, but I didn't invest into just any normal morph. I invested in a breeding pair of super Arctic condas. Now they're still young, but by the end of the recession, they'll actually be ready to breed. And here's the thing, the babies that they will produce, right now the babies are going for $2,000 on morph market of the super Arctic super condas. So this is a good investment right here. Now I know I was talking about penny pinching, but even in downtimes, there's always opportunity here. So let's say there's that $5,000 snake or gecko that you're looking at. Sometimes some people actually get desperate enough. If you wait just a little bit and keep your eye onto it, it may drop even down to like $3,000. And that would be a really good time to actually invest in getting into that animal for your breeding projects. And I know earlier I was talking about pet sales slowing down, but that was only strictly pet sales. There's still going to be breeders like me looking for the higher end stuff, but they're probably going to keep their eye on them for a lower price still. So the people who are breeding some higher end stuff, I think those are the people that are going to most likely get more sales than just the normal lower end breeders. And now even if you have really nice animals, there's going to be tons of competition, so you're going to have to really stand out from the rest, which leads to my next point. Hey guy, marketing. And when it comes to purchasing animals nowadays, people really love buying it from a specific someone that they can trust, someone that they like, you know? So really, right now would be a really great time to build your brand by marketing. And how you can really do that is, And how you can really do that is actually by posting a bunch of reels, TikToks, YouTube shorts. I would even recommend getting a YouTube channel. And you know, marketing is especially, And marketing is especially important when you're working with really niche reptiles like me. Like this animal right here, this is called a blazing blue collar lizard. And since no one really knows about it, no one's gonna really buy it. And I'm gonna use a story of last summer, what happened to me. So I had about 20 of these babies at a reptile show, right? I was just saving them. I thought I'd go to the show and everyone would just buy it because it's just so gorgeous and blue. I mean, look at that guy. But guess what? I only sold 5 out of 20 and I was pissed. And after that, I didn't even sell any more for a couple of weeks. But then all of a suddenly, all of the people who've been following me on YouTube kept seeing this animal and they decided to want one. They actually invested into pairs and trios and decided to start their own breeding projects because they really liked the animal. And the point of the story is that thanks to my YouTube, this really saved my ass. And I actually had like $6,000 in sales just on collar lizard babies, and I just hardly had any left after that. So remember guys, right now is a really great time to build your brand. Make people like you. Even if they don't buy an animal from you now, they could buy one, let's say potentially a year from now. Who knows, maybe they drop a few thousand through you. But let's face the facts, nice animals cost money to feed. Especially when you got a house full like me. And in times like this, it'd probably be a really good idea to start breeding your own feeders, and here's why. And let's use snakes for example. Let's say you have 20 breeding snakes, right? And they cost $5 per rat and you gotta feed them once a week. That's $100 right there a week for a rat. But let's say you have like 100 to 300 babies going out once and it costs like $1 per pink and you gotta feed them once a week. That's like another $300. Plus with your adults, dude, if you do that every weekly, that's like $1,600. And man, that's a lot of mouths to feed, especially if you aren't selling them right now. And you know what? This is actually another good opportunity to make an income from it. When I'm scrolling on Facebook, I'm always seeing people post in local reptile groups. Does anyone have rat feeders for sale? So this is a really good opportunity to make some extra cash and feed your collection at the same time. And for my lizard people, I think it'd be a great idea for you to start breeding your own superworms and dubia roaches. I mean, it did make the cost of raising this awesome lizard a lot less expensive. But also as a tip guys, you know, I actually sell feeder insects at reptile shows, and guess what? I usually sell about $500 to $800 worth of insects every show. Just saying, man, I really love this lizard. But honestly, aside from like making good investments, saving money, breeding your own feeders and marketing, I think there's a lot more we can do to survive this recession. And that's together as a community. You know, this is a lot bigger than just you and I, and a lot of people need to see that kind of picture. And I notice a lot of times, a lot of people in this hobby think it's only about making money. No, it's not, dude. It's also about the people and the community in it. Like, yeah, a lot of us aren't gonna be really making money in this time, dude, but there's so much more than we could do than just producing animals and try to shelf them out into the market, you know? Like, dude, I love educating people, and I think a lot of us should be educating people about these amazing reptiles and the awesome community that's in it, you know? And like, dude, that's a part of the reason why I started this YouTube channel. I love helping people. I love getting to know the people, what type of animals they keep. And dude, a lot of people that watch my videos, they actually teach me a lot of cool things too. And that's why I really love it. I still love learning. That's like my favorite thing about this hobby, is learning about the animals. Honestly, if I knew everything about this hobby, I probably wouldn't really enjoy it as much as I do, you know? And you know, for the longest time, I felt like society would just look me at as like some kind of creep, some creepy kid that would just keep lizards in his room. But then I started going to reptile shows. I started meeting similar like-minded individuals who shared the same passion as me. Some of them had a greater passion than me. And I always felt so inspired just seeing all these amazing animals they're working with, teaching me how to upgrade my husbandry and how to be a better person. Just all around, dude. It's just like a total good vibe that I just love the community, you know? And I love that feeling so much that I decided to start traveling and meeting more people throughout the country. Like, dude, there's so many amazing people and animals I still have yet to discover, dude. And you know, throughout my travels, man, I made a lot of good friends, dude. And like, dude, some of them have even taken really good care of me. Some will actually like let me stay with them and just like help me out. Like, dude, I just love this community as a whole. And without this community, I don't even think I would be who I am today without everyone. So I do want to say thank you for that. But you know what I noticed? When it comes to tough times, let's say for like 2020, a lot of people will show the true colors, start bashing on each other, start being two-faced, dude. No, don't be like those people. Don't be one of those people that will say something nice. Oh, I like the guy, but, and say some bullshit about them, dude. Don't be that kind of person, you know? I feel like there's just too many people, too many breeders are fighting against each other, trying to divide people because they're not a part of a certain clique. No, don't be like that either, you know? Like, don't say something mean. Don't act like you can't give someone a like on their post or share their animals because you see them as your competitor. No, dude, I've made so many friends with my competitors, and guess what? They will actually send people my way to buy animals from me, even if they breed the same damn animal, dude. Like, yes, it works like that. Make friends with them and they will take care of you, you know? The community will take care of you. What you put in is what you get out, dude. Like, seriously. Be kind to each other. We need it more than ever, guys. And I really mean that, guys, you know? I need you. We need you. We need each other, man, you know? And guys, you know what I really want you to take away from the end of this video? Is be smart, take care of your animals, make good investments, start saving some money, breed your own feeders, and best of all, take care of the community, help it grow. All right, guys, my name's Ryan, you're watching Mighty Morphin Reptiles. Peace!